In this lesson, we'll be graphing our quadratics when they are in standard form. Write this down. These are the steps that I want you to follow. Identify your A, B, and C. Now use your axis of symmetry. It's negative B over 2 times A. So we see that our axis of symmetry is x equals 1. We're going to go ahead and graph that as a vertical line using dashes. Then we're going to go into our calculator and do a table edit function. We're going to start the value at the x value that you just found, the axis of symmetry. Your step should be at 1. This number here is our vertex. We're going to scroll up and scroll down to get other values. We're going to plot these values and they connect in a U shape, putting arrows at both ends. Now let's answer those questions about the characteristics. The domain is always all real numbers. The smallest y value is negative infinity. The largest y value is 0. The x-intercept is at 1, 0. The y-intercept is at 0, -1. In order to get my interval of increase, I need to put the numbers on my, we have a 1, positive infinity, and negative infinity. The interval of increase is in what area are the x's going up. So that's uphill here. So you just look at these two numbers and do a copy-paste. It's from negative infinity to 1. It's decreasing on the right-hand side, so you do a copy-paste from 1 to positive infinity. What's the rate of change from 0 to 2? So we need to go and look on the chart to find where the ordered pairs. At 0, we're at -1, and at 2, we're at -1. Oops, sorry. Then I use my slope formula. -1 minus a -1, 2 minus 0. That gives us a 0 slope. Rate of change here. So at 1, we're at 0. And at 3, we're at -4. What's the rate of change? -4 minus 0, 3 minus 1. So our rate of change is -2. For this example, we do the same thing. We need to identify our A, B, and our C value. We're going to find the axis of symmetry. -6 over 2 times 1. So our axis of symmetry is x equals 3. We're going to do a table edit function to find your vertex. Your start value will always be your axis of symmetry number. Your step is at 1. This number that pops up will be our vertex. When you scroll up and down, you should see the numbers repeat around it. We're going to go ahead and record some of these numbers on the table and go ahead and get it graphed. Now that I've recorded some numbers on the table, let's plot all of these. 3, -4, that's your vertex. This is our axis of symmetry. Go ahead and plot the rest of those numbers. connects with a U-shaped graph. Now let's do the characteristics. Our domain is always all reals. The range, the smallest y value is at -4. The largest y value goes to infinity. Our zeros, 1, 0, and 5, 0. The y-intercept. The interval of increase is where Stickman would climb up the hill. So where would Stickman climb up the hill? That's on these two numbers on the right-hand side, from 3 to positive infinity. Stickman slides down the hill on the left side. So we do a copy-paste, -infinity to 3. Rate of change from 0 to 2. So at 0, we're at 5. And at 2, we're at -3. -3 minus 5 over 2 minus 0. Calculate that and it gives us -4. On the next one, 4, -3, and 5, 0. 0 minus a -3, which makes it plus 5 minus 4. This gives us a rate of change of 3. There's one more problem to do on the notes page. Try to see how you do. We'll look at it in class.